Welcome to today's episode. Hopefully will be recurring theme. It's called it's Top 10 Tuesday.
Top 10 Tuesday. And what's today's Top 10 Tuesday?
Today's Top 10 Tuesday is the Top 10 Star Wars hairstyles.
So this is, let me just preface, this is my Gingerbread's Top 10 Star Wars hairstyles. This isn't, general public. I'm not making a decision for anyone but myself. This is my Top 10 Star Wars hairstyles. Now, I did include all the movies, all the cartoons and TV shows. There's men and women on there. So, yeah. So thinking about Star Wars hairstyles, what do you think about?
Mostly I guess 9 now, all the movies, like a lot of effort goes into the costuming and the hairstyles and the makeup for the movies. We've seen all of them. We're both super Star Wars fans.
Super.
Seen all the cartoons. Yeah, so are we starting at 10 or 1?
We're starting at 10 and working our way backwards.
So 1 is the top.
Yeah, 1 is the top. So number 10 is the lowest, and number 1 is the best.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start it.
I'm ready. I haven't seen any of
Yeah,
these.
I haven't told him any. So number 10 is the Death Sticks guy from episode 2. Now, did you know that he has a name? Read his name for us.
Elan? Sleaze Bagno.
Elon Sleaze Bagno. He has a name, the Death Sticks guy. And he also has a card. I would like you to purchase that card for me.
Yeah, I might have to now. He's a spice dealer.
Yeah, and then you can see the next photograph. So there, if you want to read a little bit of his backstory, of course, the classic, what is the line that Obi-Wan says to him?
You do not want to sell me Death Sticks.
I do not want to sell you Death Sticks.
There you go. And then you want to go home and rethink your life.
And then canon from these cards, it says that he does go home and rethink his life. So in case you're wondering what happened to Elon Sleaze Bagno.
He looks pretty evil in this one.
Yeah, he does. And then in the one shot I have of him, he doesn't have the antennas, so I don't know if he's another species.
Yeah, it looks like he's a
or if that's
species.
just a cosmetic thing. Like he's pretending to be another species. I don't know.
I'm sure in one of the character books or Wikipedia it says.
Yeah, I should have done a little more research. Okay.
Alright.
Number 9.
It's a good start.
Oh, and back here, Elon Sleaze Bagno, you can buy his action figure and have all sorts of drug selling, alcohol fun. It's on Amazon. It's $29.25. So you can purchase your own Elon Sleaze Bagno action figure. It comes complete with a little bar and a little fake alcohol.
And a blue drink.
Yep. So huge hit among the kids. It's probably gonna be flying off the shelves this Christmas.
He has a gun too.
He has a gun too. I don't remember if he had a gun in the. Yeah. Okay. Number 9. General Leia of Episode 7. I do like this one. I have to include it because. So of course, Han and Leia haven't seen each other in 5+ years. What's the first thing he says to her?
You changed your hairstyle.
You changed your hair. That's the first thing he says to her. And they haven't seen each other. No, I change my hair every day. Why would she not change her hair after 5 years?
Bad writing.
Bad writing. Yeah. So they're reunited, and the first thing Han says to her is, "You changed your hair." So I had to include General Leia of Episode 7.
It is alright. It looks like practical, like it stays out of the way.
Yeah.
Easy for people to do at home if they want to cosplay as her.
General Leia. I've seen some good General Leia cosplays.
Not too far removed from traditional Organa.
Yeah. She had a similar one on Endor when she was riding the speeder bike.
Oh, and she had the helmet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, pretty similar.
Alright.
But,
no helmet in this one.
Then what did her hair look like last time Han saw her?
Yeah, that would be at their divorce hearing.
Mm-hmm. No. Okay, and I have some more photographs. There's
some
Han,
press photos.
Yeah. Honestly, I have to keep her out. Okay.
Alright.
So we did General Leia. She was my number 9. And then she has multiple hairstyles. She does have another hairstyle at the end. So she has another hairstyle at the end of 7, and then another hairstyle at the beginning of 8. So she very quickly changes her hairstyles. But Okay, number 7, or number 8. I had to include Rey. They had really big shoes to fill with making an iconic hairstyle for the new trilogy, and I think they did a pretty good job with Rey. It's somewhat plausible. She just lives on her own scavenger. Maybe she would wear her hair like that to get it out of her face. It's somewhat plausible. So it's very iconic for the new trilogy. So I had to include it. Here's the next one.
Yeah, not much to say about this one.
Yeah, and you can see when somebody with little kids want to dress up as Rey and little action figures.
So she doesn't use hair ties. She uses her hair for hair ties?
Yeah, I believe so when they have close-ups of it. Yes, that is true.
And then you got the sideburn going on.
Yeah, the little sideburn, yeah. Alright, you can see next. So this is true. I did a little research and I found this. So this is when they were filming episode 8, back when Daisy Ridley still had an Instagram. And she put on there, like Fitness Friday or something, that she wrote, ran to the gym, different setups, so wore a pillowcase over my head to protect my Rey hairstyle from Instagram's gaze. So that it was so hype what her hairstyle would be for episode 8, she felt the need to cover it. Or no, this is for 8.
Oh, 8.
I know. Everything I read said this was for 8. I mean, I thought it would be 7 based on the year, but everything I read said 8. But maybe it's 7. But regardless, I don't think Rey's hair has ever really been that much of a big spoiler. I don't know why they felt the need to cover her hair with this pillowcase. Oh Lord.
Okay.
So Rebels, Alexander Callis. No, just look at that. Look at that. Now when I say hair, I'm including facial hair. I need to be prefaced
Whoa,
on that.
this goes from his head to his face. It's like
one
seamless.
solid, just not here. Yeah, he's pretty great. I mean, he's a good character. If anybody watches Rebels, it's a good show. He's a great character. I don't want to give any spoilers away.
Is this Empire, like, is it part of their?
Well, you can go to the next slide.
Is it like
So you can see
is that why?
So when we meet him, he wears this funky helmet, which you had no idea what kind of glorious facial hair was under there. He wears this weird helmet, and then later in the season, we get to see him kind of letting his hair loose and such. So I mean, that's beautiful.
I was gonna say, is that regulation for Empire there? Like, can you have that facial hair?
Right, just like the real military.
Or is it because he's ranked?
I think because he's ranked, you can do what you want. You can have a little more freedom. I think that's my thoughts on the situation.
That was a surprise there.
Ugh.
A little bit of a surprise.
Qui-Gon Jinn. It's beautiful. What conditioner does he use? Oh my god. It's glorious. I mean, so you're a Jedi living, doing all sorts of adventure stuff, and like you got perfect silky hair. Like what the heck?
How does he not chop it when he's like fighting his lightsaber?
Why is it so long? And where did they get their little Jedi ponytail holders? Honestly.
Yeah, I'm sure parts of it are singed.
But like, really, what kind of hair products? And he has to use a straightener to get it look like that.
No, but did you find out which part of it was a wig? And
Yeah,
which
I have
part
the
of
next
it's his
one.
actual hair? Okay.
So here's some more pictures from the side, and there it is in the wind. I wanted to get a picture of like, maybe he's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline, or like put that picture on it.
Yeah, it's almost like a Fabio sort of.
It really is. And then we have the facial hair too, because I do include that. But yeah, next picture. There it is. Can you see the wig? So growing up, this is the first time I ever learned this, that the Qui-Gon Jinn hair is a wig. I didn't know that. And if you know about wigs, it's called a lace front wig, so you can kind of blend in the natural hairline with it. And then in a few shots, you can see the actual lace of the lace front wig. This was a huge bomb for me, studying Star Wars hairstyles, to know that this isn't real.
Yeah, so I would imagine that this is probably a photo like on the set, and then ILM kind of would go and blend that better.
Yeah, maybe that's why we haven't, because this is probably not in the movie. This would be some serious like HDMI, like HD, it's close up. That probably didn't exist in 1999. So Padme had to put her on here. I mean, I don't know. I can count how many hairstyles and costumes she has between the cartoons and the movies. I don't know. Maybe somebody did count that. But there's, I'm a girl. It's supposed to, like, Star Wars, fancy costumes and stuff. They would give you Padme. She has fancy clothes. But a lot of it, I'm just not a huge fan of. But this one is actually one that I do like. So this is from the scene, of course. Anakin hasn't seen Padme in several years, since he was a little boy.
Yeah, about 10 probably.
Probably 10 years.
9, maybe.
And the first this is what she's wearing, and he's just like going gaga over her, and then she says, "You make me feel uncomfortable," and then a few scenes later they're married, so don't worry about it. But of course, then they're like, "Oh my gosh, look, her hair is in buns, like Leia. Remember that? And her hair is in buns, and that's her daughter." And it's like, we get it.
I think that they toned her hair down from like the Queen hairstyles a little bit.
The senator.
And then when she gets her white outfit at the end, it's pretty basic.
Yeah.
Is that even her real hair, like those buns?
I don't know, because I know the episode 1, like crazy ones, were not her real hair. This one, I don't know.
I wonder if they had to dye it the same color.
Yeah, I couldn't find a lot of like background information on her makeup and hair. I thought it'd be like Teen Magazine or something, but I couldn't find much. But yeah, and there's just some other shots of it. I don't have one of the back. Maybe it's in that if I'll pause the actual movie. But I like it. I like this costume a lot. I don't know, it's a little more interesting than some of the other ones in my opinion. Not so crazy. Probably my favorite Padme costume.
Why is her face so pale in the one and then?
Maybe it's just really saturated.
Okay.
Another Rebels. And then, of course, character who's known for her hairstyles is Sabine of Rebels. I have a picture in there of all of her different hairstyles throughout, because she has one.
Yeah,
how many seasons? Almost
every season she changes her hair.
Yeah, and but I picked season 1 because that's when we first meet the character, so it's the one I first knew, so that's why I picked the season 1 hairstyle. This kind of blue and orange, purple and orange, and it kind of fits the character. She's kind of punk and kind of alt edge. I got the picture over there. Doing graffiti. So I think her hair really identifies with the character.
So is she? This has to be. Is she Phoenix Squad in this? Because she has the symbols on it. I don't know.
Did I mess it up? Oh.
Well, I'm not sure. But it's funny how they graffitied over that dead stormtrooper.
Yeah, I never noticed that. Okay. And then, it doesn't work. You try and get a wig of it, and it doesn't quite work.
Yeah.
But there's a picture of all her hairstyles up in the top corner.
I bet if you tried to style your hair like that, though, you could get it.
Yeah, not a wig, but actually like bleached your hair and such. I was debating the episode, the season 2, the blue. I don't know if she wore that hair for more than I have to look that up. But yeah, I mean, I like the first haircut the hairstyle we see her with. Not a fan of the white and the purple.
And then I guess does she dye it black?
I think she does for the
very final,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, that was my 5.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna live action her.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. I hope so. We all want it. Jesus Obi-Wan, episode 2. It's beautiful. I mean, much like his master, maybe he taught him some really secret Jedi hairstyle tricks. Maybe it's like really deep in a hologram. It's like, oh, here's the conditioner to use.
That was one of his lessons.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely taught him, because you don't just wake up, and not shower for weeks and look like that.
The beard too.
Yeah.
Very reminiscent.
His episode 3 is much different than the episode 2 look. When you compare the two, they really are different. And then the Clone Wars animated, he has more of the episode 3 hair than the episode 2 hair. I don't know why they did that. But no Jesus Obi-Wan in that.
Maybe in the anime version.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think you're right. I think the anime version. I can see the next. So Jesus, he is Jesus Obi-Wan. Maybe you've seen the memes of Jesus Obi-Wan. I pulled up this actual news article about, it was like a Mormon, Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints, where they printed a picture of Obi-Wan as Jesus. Because, they're fun memes.
Yeah, you hear the stories where kids sneak in pictures of Obi-Wan in their families' Jesus murals. Yeah. Okay. That was a good one.
So I have Leia on here twice. We have Ewok hostage Leia. Leia, so of course we know her for her many hairstyles and princess, and she always fancy updos and such. But the first thing she does, she's kidnapped by Ewoks. She doesn't know if she's gonna live or survive. Just takes her hair down. She's like, I'm done.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta crimp that too.
Yeah.
So do they have those sort of tools in the Ewok building?
They were helping her out. And where did they have that dress, honestly?
Do they have an Ewok salon?
That'd be pretty adorable.
It's famous across Endor.
Yeah, people come from all over the outer rims and go. But yeah, where is the dress from? Is the issue? Did they eat somebody else and leave the clothes?
Well, I feel like it matches. It fits their little tree village pretty well.
How long was she there?
I don't know, because they have to transport Luke and the rest there.
Yeah. Well, like I just like this one. I don't know. This is my favorite Leia hairstyle. I did not put the buns on this list. I mean, when people think Star Wars, you think Yoda, you think Darth Vader, and you think cinnamon bun hair. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of the cinnamon bun hair. It's just, I don't know. I don't know why I don't. Do you like it?
I feel like, I don't know if it was for budgetary constraints or what, or if he wanted girls to be able to easily dress up as Leia back then. But that might have had something to do with it. I don't know. Before we move on to number one, did you have any honorable mentions?
Oh, I forgot to put honorable mentions on there. Who didn't make that? Just some more of my second, I guess my third favorite Leia is the Bespin Leia, Cloud City. That Leia, definitely on there. It's more of the animated guys. Kanan himself. And then he has to cut, because you like his hair, and then he cuts it, and you're like, no. It was really hard when he cut his hair. So I was going to put Kanan in there. It was just tough. And of course Anakin, episode 3 Anakin.
That's some good hair, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't put his on, because his looks a little too tousled to be on this list. I mean, Obi-Wan, like, that's purposeful. Like, he brushes that, he he uses the blow dryer. Like, he works with it. And when Anakin's like, I woke up like this.
You know who I was surprised that wasn't on this list? Is in the holiday special, the guy that pours the drink.
Oh, the holiday special.
He's got some great hair.
Yeah,
he can pour a drink in it. But.
Right, I should put holiday special in there.
Maybe we'll have to do like a aliens list.
Yeah. He's technically, he's humanoid. He just pours drinks in his
head. If you have any suggestions for Tuesday top 10s, put them in the comments.
Yeah, or do you think there's anybody we missed?
Oh yeah.
Do you have any fans? I know Leia and Padme, definitely some of those. Luke, Farmer Luke, is such a dorky look. It's such a dorky 1977 look. So I do like Farmer Luke a lot. And I don't have that much from the original trilogy on here, which I was surprised. I have more Rebels on there than original trilogy. Han's hair is just hair. And then, of course, it was human only, so sorry, Chewbacca. Of course, Chewbacca has the best hair. He is hair. But, alright, let's do it. All right, do you have any guesses as to who number one is? You might have seen me working on it.
No.
Let's do it.
Let's see. Is it Yoda?
Oh, sorry, that's another one. Yeah, just being.
Oh, she's got a slit up there. Oh, yeah, okay.
There we go,
right.
Kylo Ren. Right. So the first time we see him take the helmet off, he pulls it off and he's like...
Yeah, how does he fit all that under there?
Now talk about, and he must get some tips from Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan on taking care of that, honestly. It's so luxurious and thick and but also primped. And it's just funny because he takes his helmet off, and how does that fit under the helmet? And how, like when you take your hat off or take something off, your hair's like, ugh. But,
yeah.
Right, yeah, it doesn't just look like that. Maybe he has his lightsaber, and then he has like a little comb, a little mirror.
And it's like climate controlled under his helmet or something. He blow dries it before he takes it off. And
I think it's really important, like the pretty boy personality of the character. The emo Kylo Ren cares about his hair.
Stay consistent for each episode?
It does. I think it gets a little thinner but he doesn't really change the look significantly. I think there was like rumors that at some point they were gonna like shave his head or something. I know people would cry in the streets. But yeah, Kylo, because it's just so funny. He pulls his helmet off and he just got it. And that's the first thing I remember. I went to see episode 7 and I was like, oh my gosh, he's taking his helmet off. And the first thing I thought is, that's some great hair. That's the first thing I thought.
Very different from when Vader takes his helmet off.
Yeah, you're like, ugh. Yep.
All right.
How does he fit? Is that his hair sticking
out the back? I guess his hair is kind of sticking out the back. His hair does stick out the back.
That's what I wasn't sure. I couldn't get a good picture to see if it sticks out the back or not. So that's my list.
All right.
That's so what'd you think?
Yeah, there's a lot of good hair on there. I mean, it was pretty accurate. I think to a good tier list. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching our Tuesday
Top 10
Top 10
Tuesday.
Tuesday Star Wars hairstyles.
Star Wars hairstyles. Let us know if there's something else you want us to top 10 in the comments below. And yeah, that's it. Bye.